So judging by our score now, we're 1-5, which puts us as tied for last. We came here to win as much as we could, and we're here trying our best, so we'll just kind of take it day by day.
Smithy could steal across the wall with the blast cone. He's gonna jump in to MX Smithy gets it! The hope is alive as Team Liquid take down RNG.
一开始就觉得就能拿1胜就拿1胜，但是没想到变成6连，所以是非常惊讶。
Slow gets away, Yasuo in the front line gets 2.
Well, the Forge got from behind. EVS will not go quietly into the night. Keep your eyes on Reckless. He's caught, he's silenced, he's feasted, but he's not dead yet. Finally, Xiaohu takes him down. Ole goes down, Double F follows. Nobody from King Zone dies.
I'm definitely having fun this tournament.
He's slow. My pets.
I have to kill him. He was going to kill me. Sorry. I just hope we can win even more, so there's even more time to have fun.
Assist with the bot lane. Now we're looking on EVOS to decide what they're actually going to be pairing with their Kai'Sa.
We'll see how they want to assist her here. She will have the Karma to help her out there from the mid lane, but in terms of the laning phase, it's Ron OP on the Alistar that'll be doing all the favors. As the Tahm Kench you were thinking about, not the best laning, but could provide that global power, that Kog'Maw save potential if they lock it in.
Now, it's not a ranged support that sounds like it's contra to my point, but actually, it's a pretty safe time to take Tahm Kench into the Alistar, and you have the guaranteed backup of the Taliyah roaming bot lane. So you kind of gave yourself a bit of protection to get away with the Tahm Kench rather than drafting Tahm at double lift pick and then getting counterpicked on the blue side.
So for EVOS, they've drafted a composition which is all about Slay. You have the Karma in the mid lane, you have decent engage tools with the Ornn, you can look to play through bot lane because you have Kha'Zix who provides a lot of early damage, and an engage with the Alistar, and basically you're relying on Slay to get to this 3-item point, very similar to Uzi earlier in the day, and being the big carry. Whereas for Liquid, they're slightly varied.
Slightly, but I think you're giving a bit too much lip service to a Taliyah. This is very much all about double lift. Shen ult 5 with an Ornn who doesn't really care if he can overextend a bit more. Now let's see if TL can double down on bot side and looking for 1 OP.
4 versus 1 against an Alistar with no ultimate. Ignite already going to be used. Pulverize tries to flash, but still brought down. Pobelter cashing in on the first blood there. Stand United going to be used now as it will break out into a full-on fight. Xmithie dropping the subjugation, keeping himself alive. Yijin going to be the one ulted there. Stark still looking to go in. Maybe find some frontline work here. But Team Liquid, they move out as a unit. They get what they came for, and they
into the game, which allows Pobelter more time to roam. Speaking of roams,
Warzone wanting to go in on this one. Pobelter caught out and punished. No summoners available means they can make that play.
Exactly that, Captain Flowers. They recognized the mid lane had nothing up, and they wanted to repeat. This Team Liquid had to use a lot to get out of that situation. So now, as the Dragon is being started, they're looking to fight.
Yijin wants to come in, do something about this one. Pobelter taken incredibly low. Stand United going to be used, keeping him safe. Ron OP front line taken down. No ult means Alistar just can't do it. Stark wants to come around from the flank, but the Dragon's already going to be taken. And Team Liquid finds themselves a fight and a reward.
And this was the problem for EVOS. Stark was trying to come in from the flank without his ultimate. Like, you cannot try to do a pincer attack if you have nothing to attack from one side.
And they actually created temporary terrain with the Trundle pillar and fought behind it as if it was a wall, and that meant
self-caught. The Bug's got to be careful not to get squashed. Has to try to flash away. The follow-up from Pobelter puts him in the grave, and that's a pretty important pick for Team Liquid.
Agent trying to be very fancy. He was in a very advanced brush, but Team Liquid aren't cutting through their jungle in the same way you would against basically any other jungler. Go where you have allies. Go through the river where you are safer because there is less brush to be looked through. Teleport coming through the mid lane, just try to keep the turret up. The double lift, and Team Liquid would love to take this mid lane turret and make the Kazakhs more accountable by making the lanes longer.
Love to do it. They're already there. Team Liquid put another objective under their belts, go up to about a 4,000 gold lead. Now as Slay's going to be found out by Pobelter here in the top side. A lot of damage coming through from both sides. Seismic shove going to be sidestep. Pobelter barely keeping himself alive. And Impact shows up at the last possible moment, keeping his buddy safe. Or an ultimate misses. Stark is here now as well, but he may have just arrived into his own death, having to pop the flash to walk away.
Minion wave so far away, there's nothing to carry them forward to get the kill, but once again, EVOS are on the back foot. Once again, they've tried to make a play, but Slay was found.
Well, Doublelift trying to get out, but Yijin wants to come around. Stand United can come through. Doublelift will be protected by that one, but Xmithy will not. Yijin has to jump out. Stark still going to be on the front line. Ole drops to Slay. Xmithy very low. Doublelift even lower. Yijin already dead. Xmithy still looking to find some damage. Now on to Stark. Impact front lining. It's 1 for 1. 1 for 2.
Team Liquid just about think their way out of a corner, but man, it was a corner of their own making. They used the weave as well super prematurely. Even seemed surprised at how it started with the headbutt. It seemed like they were super out of position.
Doubling it down really rapidly. 1/3 HP. TP coming in. Drake is taken down, but Doublelift's not anywhere near the fight. Can Liquid do it? Yes, they can! The god of the Baron Pit! Xmithy steals another one, a double kill for Impact. Slay's taken low, grabs himself a kill in return. Ole with the Devour, looking to take him down. One more slap of the tongue, and Slay's out of there too. It's 4 for 1 going the way of Team Liquid, along with the Baron.
What are with these Baron steals today? 2 from Broxer, 1 from Xmithy, and his second of the tournament. Team Liquid. No, they don't have the optimal Baron set, but yes, EVOS, they took a risk, and Xmithy punishes them for it.
There's a value in being clutch, and these LCS junglers today, and Xmithy recently has been able to do that as well. But now it's the Split Push Kings with the Baron. How they got it, the journey there, let's ignore it. The result, however, is very large.
All we're looking is at who crossed the finish line, and Xmithy was the man to do it. Let's take another look.
So we can see Ole and Xmithy are hanging around, and they have the pink ward in along with the teleport to keep it alive. And the thing is that the mid and AD are nowhere near available, so this is all on Xmithy for Team Liquid. Where does the damage come from? Just fails to smite. I believe you can still smite in a taunt.
You can.
But the amount of burst damage coming out from the rest of EVOS, he wasn't expecting it, and that allowed Xmithy to secure.
And he was low health, and that meant that it was just caught in a couple of different
Tier 2 left standing. Yijin wants to come around, flank these guys from the side. Double it first one into the brush. Immediately gobbled up by Ole, kept safe. Stand United comes in. Team Liquid now forced to make this fight happen. Yijin already dead. Slay going to be forced to flash out. Pobelter looking for damage. A double kill for Doublelift as POB will fall to Slay as he looks to pursue. 3 still running on the side of EVOS. Impact wanting to lead the charge here as Ole makes the cutoff, trying to stop Slay. Instead, he's going to be isolated and likely taken down. Slay doing a lot of work, putting a lot of damage.
And stock is out very early.
Yeah, that was a really, really quick one of those as Ole uses the Devour yet again, this time to keep Xmithy safe. Ron OP, ult or not, he is out of there. Doublelift grabs that kill. Yijin on the flank, trying to find somebody, but they're all too clumped up. Stark also in some danger now. Impact on the back line, looking to keep those carries occupied. Stark will tank as long as he can. Underneath the turret goes Impact. Ole trying to save him, pops the thick skin, getting away from the Kaisa. Warzone forced to stay in the back, has to keep Slay okay. Team Liquid gets a little bit sloppy underneath the turret. They still want to continue to push. They've got the couple of Ocean Drakes as well to keep the regeneration up there. Yijin coming around from behind. Turret should fall before he can make his way in here. Yijin has now found himself isolated. Oh! Impact with the taunt.
Do we call that luck?
Well, it puts them in a spot where they've got a 13,000 gold lead. They've got the drop with the 80 carry. This is the pick that matters. You get Slay. The world is your oyster. Let's see if Team Liquid can find those pearls. They've got an exposed inhibitor in the bottom side. They've got a mid lane turret under siege. What can they...
What spotted Slay out of position and allowed Team Liquid to get the pick. But EVOS, they don't want to give this up for free. Unfortunately, they don't have a choice.
Yijin tries to come around, make some sort of a miracle steal of his own, but instead, he's forced to run away as Ron OP will be the sacrificial Alistar thrown under the bus as Team Liquid catches him out. There's no way for the team to save him. Yijin just heads toward top side, says, I can't stop anything these guys are trying to do. I might as well grab a tier 2 turret, but Impact is quickly going to ruin those aspirations.
Doing his best Stark impersonation from the game against Fnatic yesterday, and sadly in this
approach to taking down the last remaining bastion of defense. here before the Nexus itself. Double F just not afraid whatsoever to walk up towards these guys. The Kathian Rain finds its way onto him. It's going to be the Ornn ult in the back line. Ron OP also looking to juggle these guys around. In the back line they go, but Yijin is gone. Ron OP will join him as Team Liquid finds themselves in a 5 versus 3. Stark will be the next target. Double F still looking to find that damage. Slay nearly drops, and Double F secures the kill with a double kill for himself. They're onto the Nexus turrets, and those will not stand for long. Team Liquid, 19-5, 36 minutes in, 5 Drakes. They get their win, and they stay alive in MSI.
Team Liquid find their second win of the tournament. They claim revenge over EVS, who was able to best them before, and this is where the climb begins for them. You can see not elation on their faces because they know there is still a long journey to go. And they will be going up against Fnatic later today. A must-need win to still stand